Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we're going to be showing you how to remove the trimmer head and replace the line on this Husqvarna 525L trimmer. So you can see there's what it looks like. So you don't need to actually remove the head to replace the line on this machine, but I'm going to remove the head. You know, if it gets cracked or whatever, or you know, this piece breaks, then you're going to want to replace the head on it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to remove the head, and then I'm going to replace the line on it. Just show you how that works with it off. So the first thing we're going to do to remove this head, I want you to see right here, that hole right here. We're going to get a really small screwdriver or something rigid to fit in there, and we're going to rotate it until you see an opening. So right there, you could see a little opening. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you could see a little bit of daylight right through there. And when you see that, you're going to stick this in your screwdriver or whatever. And then we're going to go ahead and take our head and we're going to rotate it this way to remove it. And all that did was it just locked it so that we could actually remove this. Otherwise it would have just kept spinning. So we're going to go ahead and remove this all the way. Okay, and then all these pieces come down. We could go ahead and take that out right now. Okay, so real quick we'll just show you what that looks like on the underside. You could see it's kind of like a spindle right there, and then this piece just fits up in there like that. So here is our trimmer head, and if let's say we're out of line, what we would do is we would press in on this tab right here and this tab at the same time and just kind of open it up. Okay, and then take this piece out, and then I'll go ahead and unwind this line real quick because we're just going to simulate there being no line at all in it. Now this trimmer takes a 0.095 thickness line. So there's our spindle, and let's say we just cut some new line. I like to wind out like 10 feet. I don't like to go too crazy and make it too long because I don't like it getting too bunched up in here. I'd rather replace it more often and not have it get bunched up. So right now we just have a full piece of line. These aren't two pieces, this is just one piece. And all we're gonna do is just work it down until we have our two ends. Just like that. And then come back down, just kind of hold it tight and just slide your hands down and find that loop, which is right here. So here's our loop. And now what we're going to do is, you could see in here, there's a notch cut out. There's actually two. There's one here and there's one here. So whichever one you want to use, we're just going to put our line into that notch, just like that. And then we're going to wind it. So the line, you can see the little arrows right here. The line is going this way, and you want each line or each side of the line to be in each one of those spaces. You don't want them crossing over like that or anything weird. You just want to wind it. You want, you know, one line in each section, and then when you start to get to the end, you can see we're almost to the end, just come up here and find, or right here, and just lock that one into place, just like that. And then for this one, we're going to have to come this way, and then we're going to lock this one into place, just like that. Okay, so there's what it looks like. Now what I like to do is just trim these up, either with, you know, however you're going to trim them up. I just have a pair of pliers and just trim them up so that they're somewhat equal. It just makes it a little bit easier when you're fitting everything together. Okay, so there's what it looks like. And we definitely could have put more line in here. You know, there's a lot more room in here. I probably could have put probably another 5-6 feet in there. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna tip this up and we're just going to drop it in like that. And you just wanna line up each one of these with each one of those, okay? And then just pull this out, put it through there, pull this one out, put it through there, and just make sure it's not coming out. And then we're just gonna take this piece and we're gonna line up these tabs with this right here on each side. And then just push it down, making sure that those lines stay in those little eyelets. Push it down till it clicks. Okay, and then we could even test it. You just push this in. You can see that comes out. So we know it's working correctly. And then we'll just screw this back on. And this comes back on. Let me tip it up so you can see it like this. You can pull that up, and then this comes on and rotates this way. And tighten it up there until it kind of, so now you can see we want to tighten it more, but it's just spinning. So that's where we would come back, you know, to right here, our little hole. Rotate this until you could see the opening. There's the opening. And I have no idea if the camera is picking up that little opening, but you will see it. Okay. And then we could just go ahead and rotate this the rest of the way. Just make it pretty tight. You don't want that head flying off. And then what I like to do before is just take your line, and if it's super long, just trim it up, you know, a little bit above this guide right here. There's one. There's two. And then that just prevents it from, you know, making a really annoying noise when you go to start it and it's hitting that until it breaks off on its own. Okay, so that is how you replace, or that's how you take the trimmer head off, and that is how you replace the line. Like I said, you don't need to actually take all that off. You could just take these two pieces off, take it off, wind your spool, and then put it all back in. But taking the head off actually does make it easier. It's a little bit, you know, less painful to do. So if you guys have any questions at all, be sure to reach out in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, if this video helped you out, be sure to give it a like, be sure to subscribe to the channel, check out all my other tool and DIY videos. I also have videos up on my channel on how to replace the carburetor and do the yearly tune-up. So I'll put the tune-up video right in the top right-hand corner. So check that out. And yeah, guys, that pretty much sums it up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.